Okay, let's end up our episode. It's the crafting all our electric machines, and let's start. As you can see, I finished this setup, and here is already some steam, and changed pipe here because I wasn't satisfied with the speed for this thing. And now let's start maybe with our first energy power source. And, also, I'll need a lot of iron. Let's grab some wire cutter. So I need saw blades. Of course, I guess I'll also need some extra wire cutter, and for now I think it's not the time for remembering all these recipes. It's recommended to remember all these recipes, but it's better to keep these ones here. But in terms of different rods and blades and casings, it's much easier to do it by crafting them by yourself, because they get automated really quickly. Let's prepare some isolation materials for our needs, and let's start. So let's grab some copper plates as well, and I'm currently processing my iron, on which I dug a little. And let's start with the first machine. So I also added some useful machines such as a centrifuge, assembly machine, fluid solidifier, and chemical reactor. We'll make these machines in the next episode. Here today I'm gonna make steam turbine, and for these machines which I already shown. And at first, let's also keep track on quests, because as you might notice, this quest book is a little bit stupid, and sometimes it doesn't cannot track all the things. Okay. I don't see anything which we are missing now, and let's start. Okay, the first one is tin. First thing which we are gonna do, we're gonna make a couple of rotors. I want to make one of them. We need tin rotor, and we'll need maybe I'm going to make 9 of them, maybe for the first time. Nine rings. Let's check the quests. There's really a stupid delay. Next, cut this rods into bolts, and for now they are accepted really quickly. Screws, and let's craft up some rotors. They are maybe one of the most annoying recipes. And I forgot about screwdriver, of course. If I'm not mistaken, it's crafted somehow here. Yeah, this is, I guess, the latest stage of schizophrenia, to remember a recipe for a rotor. What is this? It was a really unpleasant sound. Okay, and the rotor part is already accepted. Rotor part is already accepted. I don't know what's this happening. What? I've run out of steam. Okay. Okay, not for now. Next thing is to cut up some wiring. Stack of wires, I guess it's enough. Let's make 48 iron rods. Meh. I didn't want to do this, but anyways. Anyways, I need more redstone. For this thing, a couple... Oh no, it's stuck. I'm not going to make a lot of magnetic rods, but anyways. Okay, and we are really close to make our first electric motor. Next one is to isolate tin wire. And at first we have to make tin wire, tin plate, and there aren't any tin. And as there isn't any tin, it's a little bit problem. It's a little bit problem, because okay, let's separate at least these resources which we have and isolate these tin wires which we had. And we've got some tin cables. Okay, next stage is to craft some electric motors. Some electric motors. And also they gathered quickly, really quickly. Okay, most of components for our first steam turbine is ready. These components are ready already, but still have to smash some tin. Have to place it here, and for now I guess I have to wait a little more, because as you can see, these red alloy plates are doing really for a long time, and for now, let's well, I'm a little lack on steel to continue. Okay, we don't... No, we still need some pistons. It's really great that I haven't crafted all the steel plates. It's maybe a craft set of rods. And one another file. One more file, and if I'm not mistaken, it's recipe for small gears, which we'll need for our first electric pistons, LV electric pistons. And as you can see, also claimed award for this one. Okay, and basic lathe and bending machine. By the way, lathe also requires some piston. Okay. Okay, process goes really well, and for now it's time to wait a little, and my ores already finished processing. That's really good. And I've got 9 stacks of iron. It's really nice. And for now I'm really low on tin wires. Let's maybe even make isolation for tin wires here, because it's not really easy to do. It's not really convenient to do. Okay, and let's complete our task, our motor task, and free up some inventory space. For now I don't need these iron rods anymore. Let's leave them somewhere here. And also I have some pipes. Also, let's grab these ones and okay, broken another wire cutter, wire isolation. A convenient thing. Okay, and for now, I guess it's time to start crafting our machines, because I guess it's mostly enough resources for them. Okay, this requires only one thing. It's double X10 wires. Yeah. Sacrifice some more blades, but anyways, our new machines are not really far away from us. Okay, first couple of machine hulls, and so it's not machine hulls but machine casings, but there first. Let's check all the quests. It's really nice. And our first machine hulls in this mod pack. Okay, crafted absolutely manually, but anyways, really great to have them. And our first LV steam turbine is also crafted really easily. For now I need only one thing, because there isn't any reason to craft more. And also we completed most of the chapter. Next episode I also going to tell you about these things. This is exclusive multi-block for this mod pack. Water pump, it has several tiers up to IV. Okay, and well, if you aren't familiar with the electricity system in Gregtech, all the wires, cables have their amperage and their voltage. Well, voltage is EU per tick, and amperage is amounts of packets of EU per tick transferred in one tick. And for example, 1x tin cable has amperage 1, and it means that this cable can carry only one packet of 32 EUs per tick. If voltage is higher than 32 EUs per tick, for example 33 EUs per tick, this cable burns down, and of course if the amperage is more than 1 EU per tick, even if for several ticks or even for a second the amperage is not 1 amp but 2 amps, this cable will also burn down. And also there's such criteria here as loss meter ampere. 1 EU per volt, it means that every next block of this cable will lose 1 EU per block. Well, for example, if this steam turbine outputs 32 EUs per tick, this block is around 32 EUs per tick, this 31, 30, and 29. And you have to keep track on this, especially during LVH. When it's MVH, it's not as important, but also still really important. As well as you turn to HVH, it isn't really important, and it isn't really and you don't have to care about this, and then you'll have wires which will carry thousands and hundreds of thousands of EUs per tick, and you'll be able to carry to lay them to long distances. Okay, and for now I don't have any access to better to any battery buffer, but for now we don't even need them battery buffers, but as fast as I get the chemical reactors, electrolyzers, and the other machines or washing machines, for example, for more advanced ore processing, and explore some new veins like salt vein, which I found here, we'll be able to make our battery buffer. But for now, it's only energy produced by this steam turbine, and the only buffer which we have is this tank, which is already filled up with steam, and it's not really great thing to have because we are wasting our charcoal, which will of course also work out really soon. And I recrafted all the cables, all the wires into cables, and it was a little mistake which I made, because I'll still need some tin wiring. Okay, maybe. Let's start with the first machine which I'm gonna to craft is wire mill. First machine, and the benefit of this machine is that it can do wires in a really cheap way. For example, one ingot gives us 2 wires. For example, previously we spent the 3 ingots to make 2 plates, and the 1 plate gave us 1 wire, so it means only 2 wires per 3 ingots. But now we have 2 wires per 1 ingot. It's really great economy for us. Next, well, I have to use these wires already. There's polarizer, 2x cables. Next, I laid away this rods really fast. Next, polarizer here. Next, electric pistons. We'll need 3 of them. Let's make them. Really quick progress, I guess. Three pistons are here. Bending machine I cannot make because it requires wrench. Bending machine is here. Let's lay them down, and also we'll make quick automatization. This is polarizer, and the last thing will be lathe. Latest. Okay, and every machine has its interface, and here we have such buttons. They aren't visible in our Steam machines, but they are technically here, but they are useless here. Okay, and these are item auto output and fluid auto output. And also I'm gonna show you one thing. This is the feature of this mod pack. As fast as you get to the LVH, you notice one thing which is really unusual. For now we cannot prove. For now I cannot prove this, and but notice that this is the feature of this mod pack, and for some other further mod packs. As you maybe know or don't know, we can assign outputs for machines. I'll assign outputs for each machine to down, to output, to anyways, no, I'll assign output to back, because hoppers will take the items by themselves. Okay, and this is item output. If we turn on item auto output, we of course item auto do our item auto output. If our machine can do fluid auto output, if we have some fluids as a product of our after work of our machine, yeah, and some players notice that machines don't output fluids because this mod pack has another system of outputting fluids like this. You have to press Control and then right click, and yeah, this is this round dot symbolizes us the fluid auto output. Something like here. Output to different things. Of course, we cannot assign any output for our machine's front face. Okay, and this is almost all which I wanted to show you about these machines. And also you can notice that there is a slot for our circuit, some circuit. We can recraft any LV circuit into integrated programmed circuit. And also it has a beautiful texture, and also you can see the configuration of the circuit in the tooltip. To make regular plates, we have to place circuit with the index of 1 here, and for now we can steal all these plates and process them into chests and hoppers, but there isn't enough plates here. Well, let's check our vending machine, which does its work really well. And for now, let's craft some. First, let's craft some chests, of course. I'll still use this cheap recipe. It's not cheap, but this cheesy recipe. I don't think it's super cheesy, but anyways, it's just skipping one useless step, but really convenient, by the way. And let's craft up some hoppers. I can do only 6 of them, but I'll need much more. Okay, only 6 hoppers. I'll need 8 ones and some chests as well. I guess it isn't the worst idea to place additional crafting table here. We have access to all our crafts. For example, here. Now you can do really great stuff like depositing all our products here. And our first LV setup is already done. And as I told before, the next objective will be compress chemical reactor, and of course assembler. Assembly machine will allow us to do the wires in a cheaper way, because we still have to isolate them with our wool and carpets, and some of them with paper. Okay, let's delegate all our tin ingots to wire mill, lay down all the plates here, because I like keeping all the components near the machines they're done in, but I'll still use steam machines because they're really useful. They're really useful, and I guess these are the last red wires done in such an effective way, but since I have them, I don't finish this pack and get 11 more circuits. Well, great, I'm a little lack on tubes, and of course we can make now cheaper copper wires, and I guess it's that task which we have to give our wire mill. And also, okay, I don't remember exact. Okay, as you can see, wire mill consumes 4 EU per tick, and the bending machine consumes around 24 EU per tick, around 30 EUs per tick. And that's why these machines can do their work almost simultaneously, because we're generating 32 EUs per tick, and even with the power loss we get only 30 EUs per tick as a consumption, and that's why we we can easily run 2 machines, so the most consumption of our machines isn't more than 32 EUs per tick. And as you can see, both of these machines work really well. And let's place some sticks and rods here, because sticks are done in lathe now. And next, which I wanted to make to process, it was my iron ore, because for now it's much cheaper to process iron ore here in a furnace and then smelt it in the alloy smelter. Okay, and this is our first LV setup, and we're getting cheap wires, cheap plates, of course cheap magnetic rods, and I'm not going to do I'm not going to do this because I lose progress in other machines. I'll leave it here. We can leave different things in these slots, and they don't affect the machine's work time or any recipes. And also we have relatively cheaper rods, but the downside of this system is that they are done really slowly. That's why we have to lay down here some rods, and as you can see we can do cheaper screws anyways, but as you can see, are they? Yeah, it requires quite a lot of time, and also consumes 6 EUs per tick. But anyways, time which it takes is really a long time. Okay, let's finish up our setup with some more iron chests, because I like letting machines work all the time. And for now that's all, and our good old copper cables started processing, and we even have enough steam as a buffer, and that's really great. And for now I can leave this setup for now, and well, I can even process some iron, maybe some steel rods. Really great. And as you can see, it works really slowly but surely. And for now, also we have some byproduct as small piles of dust every time. And for now, that's all. And thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. And also, today we started our electricity age, our LVH in Gregtech, and now at least we have cheaper components, and it's not the highest level of machines. Then we'll get even better results with further technologies. But for now, that's all. The next episode will progress into LVH, maybe make some another machines, and I'm going rushing into EBF, or even maybe not EBF, but maybe taking care of my energy system. Just want to make such thing as a mixer. It's also really important for now. There are only familiar components here, and this thing will allow us to do some cocoa and bricks, which I don't like filling up this thing with wood and gather charcoal then, and that's much better to reprocess the charcoal automatically. And also we'll get some chrysot oil, and also of course farm. Good old forestry farm won't be a bad idea, but it will require a lot of things. But it's already it's even not redstone MV or not. No, this is already MV, because we can process quartzite dust, by the way. So I'll have to find quartz vein anyways, but then of course we'll be able to make these glass tubes for forestry, and then make really great farms, and leave all this, and maybe place farm somewhere here, and feed up our coke ovens with wood, and then gather charcoal and fuel our further big burnt boiler. And for now that's all. So and won't delay you more. Goodbye.